Hi, this is Rory Singh from the powerhousemarketer.com. Today I'm just doing a quick review on a new, not a new company, an older company. It's been around for a little while. A new company in the direct sales industry, one of the newest companies in the direct sales industry, but a company that's been around for a little while, but based on all the older companies out there, the old dinosaur companies, MLM companies out there. This company, Jeunesse, is still a baby compared to the rest of the other companies. Okay, they crossed over $146 billion in annual sales for 2018. Okay, so if it's fire your boss and replace your income that you're after, I strongly urge you to watch this whole video, because most likely you you want to create some freedom in your life. And one thing I got to say here, just because a company crossed over 146 billion dollars in annual sales for themselves, it does not mean that the great majority of reps and distributors are actually succeeding with Jeunesse. Okay, that's what I got to say straight up right from the start. Okay, so let me get into this quick review here of Jeunesse. Jeunesse, it seems like a solid company. I am not a distributor or rep. Okay, however, my cousin has been involved with this company, and she has used their products. Okay, so I can give you some inside information based on someone else who has inside experience with Jeunesse. Okay, I can also give you some other information that you really need to understand. If it's fire your boss and replace your income, it's a great thing that I'm not sponsoring and recruiting people into this deal. It's a great thing that I'm not involved as an active distributor with Jeunesse right now, and me doing this review for you, because I've noticed that the great majority of them out there are distributors and reps who are trying to succeed with Jeunesse. And when you see that the great majority of reviewers and reviews are being done by people who are actually trying to make money with that said opportunity, the great majority of that information can be sugar coated. So I'm going to give you some straight information. I'm going to shoot to you straight here, and that information that can help you fire your boss, replace your income online if that's what you're trying to do. Okay, so let's get right into it. Let's look at all the good things here. A lot of great things with Jeunesse. I'm going to say it looks like an awesome opportunity right from the start from a company perspective, from an MLM side of things. They have done very well for themselves, the company. $146 billion in 2018 annual sales. Over 121 countries that they are actively marketing in, right? People from over 120. That number is probably more now. They came out, first created in 2009. We are in 2019, so they're going into their 10th year in business. They are the youngest company in direct sales history to reach $1 billion in annual sales in 2015. So the $1 billion status mark in 2015, the youngest company to reach that level of success status. Product line, nutritional and personal care products, of course, and there's a huge emphasis on skincare products. My cousin has used these products, and she said they're awesome. Okay, I've also looked around online to see some perspective from other people who've used their products, and everyone's saying that it looks great. Firm skin products that can help people look and feel younger. So obviously the products are working very well. Lots of profit for the company. Company's doing well. Strong leadership in this company. Of course, they have strong leadership. They would never have lasted more than 1 year or even 1 month in business in such a very competitive market as the MLM industry if they didn't have strong leadership. So powerhouse company all the way around. Okay, now let's look at some other things here that you really need to think about here if it's fire your boss and replace your income that you're after. The great majority of people in opportunities and companies and systems and product lines and compensation plans like Jeunesse, like a traditional MLM company, The great majority of people in companies like this company are usually struggling. There's a very small percentage of people who are actually succeeding, and there's a reason why that is happening. Okay, but we are in 2019, and what seems to be happening is what's been happening for, I don't know, a half a century. They're teaching. The problem here that the thing that I don't like with Jeunesse is they're still teaching old school methods that don't work for the great majority of distributors and reps in 2019. Okay, some network marketing, old school network marketing dinosaurs are going to hate this video. They're going to hate me telling you the truth. My dad told me, here's something I got to say here, and this ties right into your success with Jeunesse or with the MLM industry in general. My dad told me this years ago when I was a little child. He's like, a lot of people ain't going to like you, Rory Singh. And I'm like, why, Daddy? And he's like, well, first of all, you're just like me. And then I started crying. I was like, what the heck's he talking about? And then next thing he tells me, he's like, you tell people, you're a straight shooter. You tell people things straight. And he says, unfortunately, on Earth, on this planet, the great majority of people on this planet, son, don't like straight shooters. They'd rather you twist words around, sugarcoat them even if you stab them in the back. He says they care more about how you say things instead of just being direct and telling them the truth, right? So a lot of people are not going to like this review because I'm going to be straight and truthful. Okay, so a lot of old school network marketers, which would still be the small percentage, I would say 3 to 5% of within any company, not just Jeunesse, 3 to 5% of the people in general. Those are the only people that are going to succeed. And those type of people that actually succeed with this type of training have no soul. I got to be honest with you. The great majority of people who could go out there, see, the thing is, with an opportunity like Jeunesse, what do? Wouldn't they tell you something like, go out there and build a list of warm market family and friends, a warm market list? So wouldn't that mean that they're trying to get you to sell products to family and friends? But here's the thing. Companies like this, look, $146 billion in annual sales, which sounds very impressive on the outside. Does that mean that how much of that was actual profit for all the great majority of distributors and reps who are actually marketing this company? Most likely the bulk of the bulk of profit is going to go to the company, of course, right? Because of how they're teaching people to go out there and market, right? And how are they teaching you? Build a list of warm market, family and friends, anyone within a 3-foot radius rule is your target market. That means, like, if you go to the grocery store, start pitching your deal to total strangers, senior citizens in the parking lot, etc. First thing I got to say, that's crazy. That's crazy. Your family and friends are the worst prospects that you could possibly find. Here's why. Okay, the great majority of your family and friends, not all of them, but the great majority of them, most likely wouldn't like you to do better than they are in life. Be honest with yourself. Isn't that true? Not all of them, but most of them. We see families competing against each other all the time. If you go to a family and friend, no matter, and the second thing here, they have awesome products here with Jeunesse, right? Awesome products. But does that mean that your family and friends actually care about your products? Do they really? I'm going to say that your family and friends couldn't care less about your products, even if your products can help them. Not all of your family and friends, but the great majority of them. You see, whenever you're coming to them for something, you're like, even if you're leading with your product, in the back of their mind, you're like, he or she, meaning you, want something, and whenever you want something from another soul, most likely they're going to shut you down. Okay, and these big MLM companies like Jeunesse, they know this. They know that the average distributor might get lucky and might sell one or two or even three products at most. It means average overall statistics would sell maybe a couple products or maybe three products at the most to family and friends, right? You might get a few. But will this mean huge returns for you who has to go out there and do all this sponsoring recruitment into the deal? Or does this mean huge bulk of profit? Can you imagine? So why the heck, here's what I got to ask you. It's something you got to ask yourself. Why the heck would a company still teach outdated training if it doesn't work for the great majority of distributors in their company? Why would they do this? Well, because obviously, I mean, if we use Jeunesse as an example here, in 2019 they crossed over $146 billion. Solid company all the way around, like I keep saying, legitimate company. However, does that mean everyone's doing well? Most likely, no. Most likely that's not true. Most likely the company's doing well at a very small percentage, just like in any other MLM company. Okay, but the reason here that I'm asking you to ask yourself, why would they still teach training that doesn't focus on helping the great majority of their own distributors succeed? Fire your boss. Why? Because even if they know that how they're teaching, that the majority of people that are going to join a company like Jeunesse, as an example here, are not going to succeed because two or three products to family and friends, or to warm market, to even a stranger or senior citizens in a parking lot, does not equal financial freedom for you, does it? Does it? Ask yourself that question, and I'm going to let you answer that question yourself. Second thing I want to ask you is, why would the company still want to teach you how to do this if it's not going to work for the great majority of you guys who are going to market any MLM company? We're using Jeunesse as an example here today. Why would they still do that? Well, I'm going to give you an answer to that, because 2 or 3 sales, can you imagine if they have thousands and thousands of distributors all making 2 or 3 sales every single week? Like every single week we've got the old school network marketers, right? The people who I say, not all of them, some of them are nice, but in truth, the personality type with some of these old school network marketers out there, they could come to your grandma's. The reason I said a lot of them don't have soul at the beginning of this video is that they can come to your grandma's house, even if she's on food stamps, and recruit her into their deal without batting an eyelash, without losing a wink of sleep. I couldn't do that. Okay, if I know that your grandma most likely wouldn't be my target market, I wouldn't want to recruit her. I'm just going to be, it doesn't make any ethical sense to go and recruit your grandma. You understand what I'm trying to say here? So there's a very small percentage of people who can actually still succeed with a system, with a training system that the great majority of MLM companies, and we're talking about Jeunesse here as an example here today, right? Only a very small percentage of people who don't have a soul can actually succeed with that type of training. Okay, family and friends, unless you have a way to go and sponsor and recruit people who are actually looking for a business opportunity. I know I keep saying great products here. A company, like I keep saying as well, we're talking about Jeunesse as an example here today, has good products. If they've been around for so long, obviously they must. However, in order to succeed with them, you've got to learn how to go out there and market, and you got to get people looking at your business who want a business opportunity, not just products that are going to help them look younger. Okay, because when we look at the great majority of people who join companies like Jeunesse as an example here today, most people are financially motivated to who have joined. Great majority of them joined not for the product, but have joined. Joined. Look at the word joined. Have joined for the business opportunity, and they're hoping to make money for themselves. So most of the emphasis and focus in any company, not just Jeunesse, is placed on sponsoring and recruitment. So if you want to fire your boss and replace your income from home, if you want freedom, if you want to learn how to live that laptop lifestyle, you're going to have to find a way how to leverage the power of the internet. And unfortunately, companies, MLM companies, are still not training people, and I think that's dirty. Okay, I just think the great majority of them don't care about distributors. They only care if they. Let me ask you another question before I go. I'm going to give you a solution to all of this. If you want to learn how to build Jeunesse, take your Jeunesse business to the next level, or maybe if you were just curious about Jeunesse and you're looking for something, maybe you want to leverage the power of the internet, like I'm going to give you some information on how to do. Okay. However, lastly, before I close this video off, that thing I was just saying here, I almost forgot what I was just saying. It happens sometimes doing videos, and it's a very powerful thought for yourself here. It's fire your boss and replace your income. Why? I said I think it's kind of dirty, right? I'm not saying the company's dirty. I'm saying the idea is dirty. The idea of a company knowing that the great majority of reps are not going to succeed with the training that they're giving them, right? Family and friends, hotel room presentations. That works for some people, but not for the great majority, okay? It doesn't work for the great majority. A lot of people I don't like chasing. I've done this in the past. MLM company had some success, but I hated it. It felt awful. Approaching strangers who I knew in my heart had no interest in becoming an entrepreneur in the home-based business industry. I felt like I was out there putting out desperate energy to people who couldn't care less, and I felt so little walking away, right? And a lot of people don't like network marketers for this very same reason. It doesn't mean network marketers are awful people. What this means is that network marketers get to a point, they're just regular people, got fed up with their lifestyles, and for some reason, something happened. If we look at your own story, most likely you had some shift, something stirred up in life, and you wanted to take your life into a different direction. Some people will go to a Tony Robbins event, have a wake up, or T. Harv Eker, Secrets of a Millionaire, book he wrote. He has events every single year, and they'll go to one of these events, and they'll be like, wow, there's a different way, and you figure out, wow, I can actually create a lifestyle for myself, and then you go out there with a lot of ambition. But the problem is with the outdated training that they're teaching people, how to build a list of, and then you start hitting on family and friends, and then they start shutting you down, and you start feeling. So a lot of people don't like network marketers because of the drive that the great majority of network marketers have. And then there are a lot of other people who are desperate, okay? And so I was out there as an example. I'm going to just talk about me here, putting out desperate energy to the marketplace, and that sure as heck didn't work, okay? Seen some success, but I hated it, okay? And for the long run, it did not work, and I did not feel good about it. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the great majority of people, most likely, like myself, don't feel good doing those outdated strategies, okay? So if some of you have experienced some of the things that I've talked about here, that I personally experienced in the past, then most likely you're resonating with some of the stuff that I'm saying here today. So if that's you right now, and you're still looking for a way to replace your income online, even if you want to learn how to build your Jeunesse business, take that to the next level, since the company is not giving you the right type of training that you need to get the numbers of products sold and people into your business organization, people taking out their credit card, joining your team. If that's you, you want to learn how to do this, or let's say you're looking for a new opportunity entirely, it doesn't matter. I gotta let you know about a very powerful system. There's a link in the description underneath this video. Powerful system. We can teach you how to do that, how to take your jeunesse, or if you're involved in any MLM business, to the next level, the training that you need, and how to leverage the power of the internet. Okay, how to have people coming to you, okay, with credit cards in hand, how to get people to take out their credit card that you've never met. I do it all the time. It's an awesome way to have people coming to me, coming to you, instead of you having to go out there and chase people. So I love the internet. But on the internet, you got to be very careful about what system you hook up with. You want a legit system that can actually teach you how to become a powerhouse marketer online, how to leverage the power. Numbers just make way more sense. We also have a very lucrative opportunity that wouldn't conflict with anything that you're doing if you're already involved in something else. And lastly, even if you're involved with Jeunesse and you want to take your business to the rank of powerhouse marketer, go lower below, click that link, and take the first step there. And lastly, before I go, one thing I got to say about Jeunesse, yes, it does. The numbers that I'm seeing with this company are still remarkable, even though I said that most likely the great majority of people are still going to struggle based on the training. So wouldn't it be awesome to be able to go out there and have a remarkable experience for yourself with a remarkable company? That would be an awesome thing, I would think. Go lower below, click that link, and learn more about what I'm talking about here today. Again, my name is Rory Singh from thepowerhousemarketer.com. Hopefully you got some value here today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. Take care.